Sometimes you're late, but somehow you let it go. Sometimes you smile, but sometimes it's upside down. We're only here for a while, then we're all heaven bound. Tell me I've got to slow down. While others just say you got no time. Sometimes you're late, and sometimes you go. Sometimes you're late, but somehow you let it go. Sometimes you smile, but sometimes it's upside down. We're only here for a while, then we're all laughing loud. The seas may roll, and your wings they may be clipped before you soar.
Born in Kyoto, Japan, to a American father and Japanese mother, Chris Roche sings about we're only here for a while, then heaven bound, and what are we living for? Those are deep philosophical questions. After kayaking over 900 hours alone, I've asked myself what matters most. And in life, it's to discover what it truly means to live life to its fullest. And that's got a lot to do with how we feel. Do we feel good about our past? Do we feel good about the present? And do we feel good about the future road that we're going to embark on? Living life to its fullest. I don't think that means packing it to the brim with activities and traveling and, obtaining things, buying things. But I think living life to its fullest is more just about knowing and understanding that we're doing the right thing. We're doing something that is purposeful. And it's simple. I'm sorry. I don't have any deep reflections on living life to its fullest. We live life to its fullest when actually we are fulfilled with meaning.
Trailer park, pissing on electric fences in the dark, jumping off of waterfalls, going to a funeral, there's knowing Jesus is the key to eternal life. country road. That's where I got my country road. Tell me why I can't have a house on the side of the highest mountain in Tennessee. I don't wanna die, but if I gotta go, I'd like to know that's where I'll be. Tennessee.
Leech Keys was beautiful. And when I beached my kayak, I just walked 15 meters into this most beautiful part of the Gulf of Mexico called Casperson Beach. And the first person I meet is a Litipa, a wonderful guy called Björn from Sweden. I svenska, det är överallt. Men we were able to have a great evening speaking Scandinavian and brushing up my forgotten language skills. And he said, just wait a minute, he says. And he gets up and he kayaks back to his house because he lives here. And he comes back with around a bag full of beer. What a great evening. What a great guy. Those they just, add spice to your life, those type of people. It's great. I just love it. Okay, just came through a storm. There might be more behind me coming. Big gusts of wind. I'm the only vessel out here, but it's only 100 meters to safety, so I feel good. I made it. Okay, heading towards that island. That's where I'm going to spend the night. I've had a shower, I can stay at his place, and I've tested negative, so now I can eat. But if I had to I probably have to paddle to that other island way over there. I don't want to do that. So yes, approaching Cayo Costa. I've paddled from Boca Grande, somewhere way over there by that sailboat, and right there's a passage, but the current is so strong, so I chose to do a horseshoe and then come around it. Paddling for months and months and months in northern Canada, throughout northern United States, Lake Michigan. It's been cold, it's been tough. Now after I've landed in Florida, I just want to take a week and just relax. Who's wrong side and rise through the pale road. enough with the Super Bowl, but back to work. I'm actually helping my brother-in-law repair some of the damage from the Hurricane Ian. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 7 days. Just be here, enjoy the sun, do some manual work, and get kayaking a bit later when I feel up to it. The more north I go, the colder it's going to get, and I want to be warm. Oh, holy shit, what was that? Okay, it's not alligators all over the world, but basically the most important things when you're kayaking is, number one, know your skill sets. Paddle according to your skill set. Paddle according to what you can do. Don't attempt to paddle further than your endurance level. What are you good for? I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm just saying that you need to know what you're good for, what you can endure, how far you can go, or else you're going to get in trouble. Never paddle beyond your limit, because getting home can be a difficult experience. Okay, number two. Do you have a safe place to get out of the water? A lot of times we go kayaking, there's rocky beaches, wind comes up, extremely difficult to find a place to get your kayak safely into shore. Always have an escape plan. Wherever you are, it's going to work out. Okay, number three. Of course, what's most important, there's lots of things that are important. There's having a good water supply. It's looking at a weather app. It's knowing the terrain. Where are you paddling? And all these things. But for number three, the most important thing is to buy a good kayak. I've met a lot of people kayaking in inflatable kayaks, and okay, it's cheaper, but buy a good sea kayak. Even if you live on a lake, buy a good sea kayak. Buy a used one, and it will make your kayaking experience that much better. Honestly, don't go for the cheap stuff. You don't need to go for the expensive stuff like carbon and Kevlar and all these things. Buy a good second-hand used kayak. Is worth it.
You spend your days on the 42nd floor, making plans for parties in the night. You got a man dressed up to stand there by your door. You're a girl who likes everything just right. You wear the finest clothes and the latest fashions. You prefer to keep the conversation light. Magazines all say the way you ought to be, a high-class city girl from the country. I've heard your kind of story 100 times before, seen your face around the fancy clubs downtown. I won't stand in the way while you're chasing down those dreams, and the years show on your face. I don't make a lot of money, I don't have a lot of friends. We all try to make something out of nothing in the end. That time is gonna pass. Someday you're gonna see just a high-class city girl from the country. back home, all those girls ain't got nothing on you. You're an actress, model, and a singer too. Mama raised you right, Daddy lived to protect you. You're a high-class city girl from the country. I've heard your kind of stories 100 times before. Seen your face around the fancy clubs downtown, and I won't stand in the way while you're chasing down those streets, and the years show on your face. I don't make a lot of money, I don't have a lot of friends. Maybe you know.
What matters most when we're talking women? Okay, if you think that I'm going to talk about that and have an answer for that, then you don't need to look at this any longer, because it's just not going to happen. But what I can tell you, what matters most about women, females, it's to love them for what they are, not who they are. Love them as they are. I really miss my grandchildren, Olivia and Sigrid. Really miss them. And I've met some fantastic women along the way on my journey. They've been accepting, they've been polite, and I've made a lot of good friends. And anyways, this part of the video is just to say thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for befriending me and being there when I paddle in. A lot have been following me, and I found a place to stay, found people to meet, to talk with. It's been a fantastic experience. Plus I met a lot of men too, but love them for what they are, just as they are. Can't change anything. It's impossible. You just cannot change a woman or a man. So just accept it as it is. I don't know. Is that a good answer? I don't know. We'll find out how many complaints I get after this video.
Seen your face around the fancy clubs downtown, and I won't stand in the way while you're chasing down those streets, and the years show on your face. I don't make a lot of money, I don't have a lot of friends. Baby, you know, I would love you till the end.
The things that matter most aren't the things that are fantastic or grand, but actually the moments when we touch one another.